We're back, day 2. Hi guys. So I was told by my 20-year-old daughter that yesterday's first video, we were not dynamic enough. So we're gonna do our best today to be more entertaining and more dynamic, but bear with us because as we told you yesterday, we are truly novices at this.
But we do want to thank you all for showing the love last night. We felt really good and we're excited. We spoke with somebody really special today, and we're going to go to his studio, which we are super excited about. This artist is someone that we've represented for a bunch of years now. He is, how would you describe him?
He's a Renaissance man. I think his, outside of just his painting ability and his creativity and his true talents, he's also just a storyteller and an entertainer and just a really wonderful human being. So we were super excited to get the time to talk with him and share it with you all.
So no surprise, it's Dennis Campay. And we're going to visit with him in just a couple of minutes. We'll ring up his studio and we will take a tour. He is super excited, and I'm sure a lot of you are sitting there with Dennis Campay paintings hanging on your own walls. So he's going to talk about his symbolism and his journey and all of those things, and we are super excited to share it with you.
See you soon.
Hi. All right, there we go. Hi, guys. Well, we are here. We are so excited. We are here with
Dennis Campay.
Mr. Dennis Campay. Coming to you live from where, Dennis? Are you on your...
Now I'm on my porch in Jacksonville, Florida.
You're in Jacksonville, Florida?
Yep, that's where my studio is now.
Awesome. Well, Dennis, we're so glad that you wanted to come and share. We thought during these crazy times, it might be fun to have you show us your studio, kind of what you're working on. Take us on a little Dennis Campay journey.
Okay, well, like I said, I'm on my porch and I have a little bowl out here on the porch that I give water to the, can you see that or just me?
Just you.
Just you for now.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna flip it.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
See my little bowl? That's where my squirrels and my lizards drink water because they don't get a lot of water around here. So then I'm gonna walk around off of my porch to my parking lot. There's my pickup. I'm gonna get all my supplies in. And then because this area doesn't have a lot of public art, I did this wall mural on the side of my house.
Oh my gosh. Dennis, that is so awesome.
That's amazing.
Now, I'm not the brightest person in the world, so I did it June of 2018, which is one of the hotter months down here in Florida. So I could only do it from 7 in the morning till 9 in the morning. And I actually used my pickup as my scaffolding. I would get up on the top of my pickup and I would paint the height. All right, so now we're gonna walk into the studio.
Dennis, that is the coolest thing. I have not seen that before.
Well, wait. Then you're gonna come into my playhouse. See all this crazy?
I love it, Dennis's Playhouse.
This is my little table where I do all my sketches and thoughts in my book that I never do. It's kind of like practice. And then I have all these sayings that I read, like, I am just a happy idiot working for the legal tender, like, Jackson Brown, which
Yep.
I feel. And then I just, everything that I write.
So Dennis, are you just painting directly on your walls at times, just sort of as...
Yes, so I just paint directly onto the wall. This is my gigantic work table that I've had almost all my career. And so that's where I put my surfaces on, right here. And I have all my tools, like my little palette knives, which I get from Ace Hardware, all my plaster, everything I use right here around me.
And Dennis,
That was it.
That's awesome. Dennis, will you tell us right there about that bull right there?
This bull?
Yeah.
Okay. My nephew died in 2015, so I kept thinking about when I was 15, not 15, when I was a younger kid in Texas, and we used to brand bulls. So I put the bull on the wall with my dog just lost. You can see little tears coming from their eyes.
Oh.
So it was really about his death And then I came over here, and then I did this, and I called it Be Kind, for everyone is fighting a great battle. So I did that paper piece. So the bulls started to come back into my life, and they've become quite popular with the public. So I just write things that really inspire me. And then I took some of Guernica as my masterpiece of the 20th century, so I used a lot of silica, like the lamp up there. So the sun came out from the lamp, and see, I have Guernica over here.
Yep.
Sitting, so that's just what I do. I mean, I just live here, and I really feel sorry for America and the world actually that has to isolate themselves. But see, I've been doing that all my life. I just come to the studio.
How many hours a day are you in there, from first thing in the morning till what's your day like?
Well,
Wait, we are too close.
If my wife and I are having an argument, I usually spend the night here, so I'm like 24 hours a day.
That chair comes in handy?
I'm joking. No, I like to get in here early, like 6:30 or 7, kind of do all the little stuff that they need to do to run my company, check emails, make sure everything's getting paid, all the business side. And then I start working, and if I don't want to work, I sit out on the porch, I kind of listen to the birds and the traffic go by, and then I come in and then I just start doing it. So usually I'm here by 7 and I usually leave by 4, but it's not every hour I'm working. A lot of times I stop and take a break from it. So I'm here like, 8 hours a day maybe? 9 hours?
Gotcha.
And Dennis, a question we frequently get is, where is that? What city is that? That's the question that comes up time and time again.
It's no city. It's a made-up city. Because, in the early years, I wanted to be an architect. So I would make up architecture, obviously, and they would use me for the renderings and things like that. So I basically started to create cities because with architecture, with budgets, with art. So I just create cities, and I paint. I don't try to paint art. I try to paint life. So I paint everything you see in my work. I have experience, like the little wine glasses on the table, like the European scapes in the back. I love bridges. For some reason, I'm just mesmerized by bridges. I love tankers. I mean, the things that people probably just walk by and don't notice, I notice. And so everything has influenced me in my art, but they're not a really designated city. Basically, it's your city. I mean, if you buy the work, you take it home, it becomes your city. That's why I don't put a lot of people in my city, because I want it to be your city. I want you to walk through that city when there's nobody in the city. And unfortunately, that's not true.
A lot of people can do that right now. Yeah.
So Dennis, you told a couple other questions. You told us about the bull and the meaning behind that, but we have a lot of paintings that when we get from you that have the wonderful red dress and the piano. Will you tell us a little bit about what?
Music.
Yeah.
That is a really interesting story because I was doing a drawing one day. I was into the Ella Villa holiday, so I was doing these big, heavy, bulky dresses, especially for Ella Fitzgerald. She was a heavier woman. So one day I was drawing a column on a piece of paper and I threw it on the floor. And I looked at the column and I said, oh my God, that could be a dress. So I took the dress, that up, and I flipped it upside down and I put my rotation roll or whatever you call it, I guess, dress stand. And then all of a sudden I started using red because I love red because it has so many different symbols, so many different meanings, from anger to stop to sensuality to sexy, whatever. So I did these dresses, believe it or not, ladies, for about 5 years before all of a sudden they hit. Everybody wanted red dresses. Well, by that time I was sick of doing red dresses. Seriously. So okay, I'll paint red dresses. My all-time favorite was from a woman that bought one of my red dresses, and I said, why did you buy it? She goes, because all women want to fit into that dress. Because it was really slinky. Pianos were based on, when I was growing up, I grew up in Europe for a time of my life. And I was studying piano, and I got good enough to chase everybody out of the Holiday Inn lounge. So I decided I'd rather paint them than play them. So that's what they are. But if you notice, my pianos have very thin legs I totally believe music floats.
Dennis, I'll ask one final question before we part ways, and we're sorry we don't have a crab cake for you here.
Yeah, we're going to take you back to Mount Washington Tavern when you're in town.
Oh,
Next time you visit.
Wait.
What do you want as an artist? What do you want people to feel and experience when they approach or see or stand and
Admire
gaze into one of your paintings?
Memories of their own life. Because, my comment has always been that Campay is like a book that you read when you were 20, and then it's a book that you read when you're 50. It's the same book, but the stories change because your life's changed. So I want people to see things in that painting that they have experienced also. I mean, come on, everybody's sat in a white chair. Everybody's on a piano or seen a piano. So basically, I just want them to negotiate through their own personal memories and come up with their favorite stories. Some of my most favorite things are when people come up to a painting and they point out something that I've never seen in my painting.
That's
And
cool.
that just tickles me so much. Yeah, seriously.
I think you really nailed that, Dennis. Because I see when we're with our clients and they come up to your paintings, I think that is exactly what people do. They find things in it, as you said. It's almost like that they can pull things out and make their own connections. And it does. It brings people like a good song. It brings you back to another place. So we love them. And
Well, and again, just a funny story, quick side story with Colette. I've had a painting in our house for 20 years, and I think a couple months ago she said, I never saw that chair in that window. And I said, God, you caught me. I snuck in and
painted it in the night.
Yeah. But a lot of people say that to me, Rachel and Merritt. They say, I never saw that, but now I saw it. And I really totally think it's because their life has changed. Their life has changed down the years, and now something's happened in their life, and they see something in my painting that they never saw before because they weren't seeing it.
Yep.
It was there, but they weren't seeing it. So that to me is the best gift I could give to the world.
Oh. Well, we love them, and we're so glad that you took the time with us, and we definitely, as there's so many more questions that I certainly have, and I know you have lots of more stories to share.
But we are huge fans, and we are so grateful that you were our guinea pig first visit to the First Artist Studio. We want to do more. Hopefully while people are sort of
I hope you get nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, we're going for it. At least an Emmy.
I just adore you two and your family, the whole group at Merritt. I mean, this is my secret to success. I only show with galleries that I trust, and I trust you all so much, so that relaxes me. Now, I've had these big name galleries come in and go, where do you want to go on your next stage in life? Where But I don't trust them. But I trust you guys. I trust everybody that works for you. I even trust your family.
I'm crying. You've made Merritt cry.
I'm feeling a little emotional. Sorry,
I'm
Dennis.
sorry.
It's good having tears.
Sweet. It's very sweet. It's emotional time.
It's sweet.
Doesn't take much.
Now, my other gallery has a great term for me. She goes, "You are the crazy uncle I can't get rid of because I love you."
Well, we'll keep you because we love you too, Dennis.
Oh, I really do. And I just please let your people that work for you know that so much.
We will. We definitely will.
And thank you.
We send our love from Baltimore and
Say hi to
Philly
Colette,
and
please.
DC. Yeah.
Okay.
Give our love to
From
Colette.
Jacksonville. Hey, I've got tons of toilet paper if you guys need it.
Good. How about hand sanitizer?
Oh my God, thousands.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Dennis.
Dennis.
Stay
Take
well.
care. Be well.
Bye-bye. So we just wanted to say goodbye for the day, and thank you so much to Dennis Campay again for spending the time with us and telling his great stories.
Hopefully you guys find this interesting. We're going to visit with lots of other artists. A bunch of our artists have expressed interest in doing this, and maybe it's just something to pass a little bit of the time and
bear with us as we learn each day things that we did well and things that we could probably
feel free
work
to
on.
comment.
Right. So
We're here.
thank
Thanks.
you again. Bye-bye.
Bye.